Meanwhile, on the blue area of the moon, Jean Grey, aka Phoenix, and Cyclops have a discussion. Oh, Jeff, your camera's not on.
What do you mean my camera's not on?
Jean
I was
Grey?
psychically blocking everyone's access to my
Oh,
camera.
you psychically blocked me? Oh, I'm so honored. It's so good to have you on the show. Jean Grey, aka Phoenix. I have so many questions. Welcome.
That's right. Jean Grey's here. Sorry. EvilJeff, he couldn't make it, you know. I heard that
What
he was
happened?
evil. Well, I heard he was evil, and I just psychically, I gave him a little psychic blast, you know, but then I read his mind, and I was like, oh my God, he's not evil, he's just gay, you
Yeah,
know.
right, right. Is
And,
he okay? He has long COVID.
oh yeah, you know what though? He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Okay.
I just psychically made him think, that he's just, that he doesn't have it anymore.
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
okay.
physically he still does, so it will be a problem.
Yeah,
But
I got you. Yeah.
I will say I didn't really think about these headphones. It really doesn't go with my hair,
Your hair
you
looks
know?
amazing, by the way. Is this your cosmic look? Because you're Phoenix now going around the cosmos, right?
You know what? That's the thing is when I'm in space, I do the Phoenix logo and all that stuff. But
Yeah,
for today, when I come back to Earth to visit, to get, railed by Cyclops,
yeah.
um, I just decide to, bring back the old retro look.
Is it because
Boomerang
like
man.
if we were to look at you in your full Phoenix form, like we might go mad, it might be too much for our
You know
brains to
what?
handle?
I've found out that when I show my true self to people, it's sort of an end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark moment.
They face
Faces
melt.
melt,
Right off.
and it's so
Yeah.
hard when you're just like, hey, I just made a new friend, and then their face melts off.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
first of all, it's flattering because, it's like I have an effect on people, but also it's like, ugh, it's ugly.
Well, you're having an effect on me and you're anything but ugly. Do you want to get into some topics? Let's cue that first segment.
Oh my
Do you
God.
know how to could you
I,
absorb Evil Jeff's knowledge?
Of course. You know what? I actually haven't read a comic. I haven't seen anything, but I absorbed his memories of it. So I'm going to
Good.
give you what his opinions are, and maybe
Okay.
some of mine.
Oh,
And he was all like, and then she was all like, and then they were all like, and I was all like, what?
so Jean Grey. Do you like
That
that?
little segment was hilarious. Oh my
Oh,
God.
good,
Evil
good.
Jeff,
I
he's so funny. You're so lucky to have him.
I say that every day to multiple people. That's great. We didn't know you had a sense of humor, Jean Grey.
People think I don't, but you know what? After Emma trying to always one up me, because
Yeah.
that's what I realized. That's what Scott saw in Emma.
A
He
one-upper?
wanted that sense of humor and that charm and that little
Oh, the
sassy
wit.
wit. So I was like, I need to keep up. Before it was just, he liked my ginger pubes. That's what it was. He liked that I was a fire crotch. And you know
Okay.
what? A fire crotch doesn't have a personality.
That's true.
No matter what kind of, trimming and grooming you do.
What kind of trimming and grooming do you do?
Well, I used to do a Hitler mustache, but then I
What
realized that was anti-Semitic.
that
So now I'm just going full roast beef curtains, let them
Oh, great.
grow, muffin chops, let it all hang
Do
out.
you how does that do you use telekinesis to sort of rip them out Brazilian wax style? Do you use phoenix fire to kind of burn away what no longer works? How do you trim your pubes?
You know what? This is the thing is if you go to the Shi'ar Empire, I go to this, they don't have waxers, they have pluckers, because, they pluck feathers.
Oh, right, right. Yeah.
And I'm seeing this guy, his name's Ronaldo, which is so strange. A Shi'ar Empire also would have a name Ronaldo. But,
Wild.
and he plucks me. He plucks me, and it's amazing. It's
That's
amazing.
amazing. So Shiar, the hair around Shiar genitalia, is it feathers?
Yeah, it's like down. It's like what you stuff a pillow with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
And they use
So
these little shears. You ever have that where when you get you get a nice Thanksgiving turkey,
yeah,
and there's a few feathers and you got to pull them out? It's like
yeah,
that.
yeah, like Bugs Bunny.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
Gene, it's so good to have you. So we're going to talk about a topic. That topic is something we talked about last week, and that is the continuous spoilers of various cameos that are going to be in the upcoming movie Deadpool and Wolverine. First, what do you think of the movie Deadpool and Wolverine? Have you seen it? Are you in it?
Is there slides for this? Can I push the slides forward with my mind?
I don't think there are slides for this.
Oh, okay, I won't do it yet. But when tell me when it's time to change the slide, and I'll telekinetically do it.
Exciting. Yeah. So no, we're going to stay on this title slide.
I'm just going to say, Deadpool, you know what? Everyone's really excited. I'm going to get a little emotional.
Oh.
Because I don't know if you remember, but everyone was really, the last real X-Men movie that came out was Dark Phoenix.
Well, okay.
And that was terrible. And I was I watched it and I was like, this is what they think of me? Sansa Stark? Are you kidding me?
Did you get a call from Sophie Turner, like, to apologize?
She actually called and asked if she could, hang around me for a little bit to kind of like a May-December type of situation.
A May-December type of situation.
Yes. And,
of course.
And basically, I agreed, but she was still married to Joe Jonas.
Oh, God. Did you know that was going to turn out poorly?
I had sex with Joe Jonas. Shh, don't tell Cyclops. I had sex with Joe Jonas, and I know what psychic sex, no real sex. And she caught us, and then she was like, how dare you? I'm going to play your character terribly. I'm going to play it so terribly. I'm going to.
Oh, so she did it out of spite.
She did it out of spite. And so I'm really happy that Deadpool is like having his moment, I just heard.
Yeah.
I just heard that he went to Madonna's house.
Yeah.
And got her to agree to use the song Like a Prayer in the movie.
Yeah.
What did I get? I just get a dead Jennifer Lawrence? I get a dead Jennifer Lawrence in my movie.
You got Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain playing. Okay, well, here's the thing. Playing the character. Remember how I genocided a whole planet? Remember that?
Do you?
You know what? Unfortunately, I do. Because I do have all of the Phoenix memories now. But it technically wasn't me. So, I plead the fifth. But she played one of those people that I genocided. Maybe I should stop saying the word genocide. Let's cut that out.
Should,
Can we cut this out? Is this live? Oh,
yes.
Shit. Let me just psychically make everyone remember. Like, forget it.
Okay. What were we talking about?
Exactly. So what do you think about Deadpool?
Well, I think that I'm disappointed that I know that Daphne Keane is coming back as X-23 because they spoiled that in the latest trailer. I would have liked to have been surprised.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's sort of kind of like the democratic process in America right now.
Wow.
People are like, is there any chance that something bad is going to happen? Drastically make a bold decision. Is there a chance that Deadpool might not do good? Show every single cameo it's going to have so that we can just make sure that we get those butts in seats.
Oh, the butts are going to be in the seats anyway. We do not need to spoil so many different cameos. Jean, Gray, I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you in this movie?
Oh, am I in the movie?
Yes.
I'm not going to kiss and tell, but I did fuck Ryan Reynolds. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Yes.
And
that's all I'm going to give you.
Could you download a little bit of... Could you actually download that memory into my mind?
Okay, sure. I'm just going to give you the POV of him on top of me.
Okay. Oh, I can feel him inside. I've never felt this. Oh my God,
but
he's
here's
huge.
Also, he made me pay him, so here's this.
Oh, wow. What a weird butthole.
But here, look at this part. Blake Lively was watching.
Oh my God. She's never looked better.
I know, right?
My God. Do you have plans to see Deadpool and Wolverine?
No, I'll probably be back in space. I have to go back in space and like save a few suns.
Yes.
I plan on going and sucking up the energy of a few nebulas, stabilizing
We're actually going to talk about
holes.
We're going to talk about your Phoenix #1 debut issue later on in the show.
Oh, amazing! It's
amazing.
Great. It's great. But do I get to do an I Was All Like?
Sure, please. If you have a topic, yes.
I do have a topic. I just want to talk about and I'm sure this is something you and all of your viewers understand. The trouble with intergalactic telepathic sex.
Okay. What is the issue?
Well, the issue is it's really hard. It's really hard to create a telepathic rapport light years, thousands of light years away with one person, and then at the same time try to diddle your skittle. It's like patting your stomach and patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time.
Chewing your stomach and patting your gum. Yeah.
Exactly. It's really tough. And I'm telling you right now, because I mean, I know I'm all powerful, but trying to link to one stupid ruby quartzed bitch on Earth from light years and light years away, and then suddenly he's like, oh, I'm not really in the mood right now. I just want to talk. What's new with you? And I'm like, it's space. It's all space. It's all the same. All of these aliens look the same to me.
You
and
just
then he
want to
was
get
like,
off.
that's speciest and like, that's problematic. And then I was like, you know what? Shut the fuck up. I was like, the fact that I haven't blown up all of these planets means I'm the good guy this time. I'm the good guy. Are you feeling
a particular hunger right now to do that?
But I'm feeling a hunger in my loins, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right? Because here's the thing. Here is the thing. Ever since Krakoa died, I don't know if you realize this, but the throuple, the open relationship, he turned it off. And he goes, Krakoa didn't work. Neither is this. We have to be monogamous. Monogamous.
Was he being sarcastic, maybe?
I don't know. But the fact that he didn't seem to really want to get it on with me when I've been in space. My loins hungry for him, fire burning. I almost blew up a planet because I hadn't had an orgasm in 3 weeks. I'm telling you right now, I'm like, where is Emma? What are you doing with Emma? Are you with Emma right now?
Do you think they're together? Can't you check?
Well, no, I heard that even though she decided to annul her marriage, they're not annulling the sex. But I guess we'll talk more about that later.
We will talk more about Invincible Iron Man number 20 later in the show.
So all I'm saying is, Cyclops, if you're watching this, you better keep Mama satisfied telepathically when I'm in space, or there might be a sun that blows up and it's your fucking fault. That's all I'm saying.
No pressure, Scott Summers.
Oh, I love what my hair's doing right now.
Oh, it's so cute. It's so jaunty.
Yes.
Are you watching any TV?
You know what? I got some psychic images of a certain finale of a show from Jeff when I psychoblasted him.
Season 4 of The Boys.
I'm highly disturbed.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it.
Highly disturbed.
What you watching? Is it me naked? No? Oh, fine.
So you're a fan of The Boys, Jean Grey, or no?
You know what? I don't like that it's mixing up X-Men and the Justice League.
Yeah.
You know, it's like imagine. Can you imagine if I had to be compared to Wonder Woman?
Oh my God. No contest.
No, don't fucking compare me to Wonder Woman.
No.
And I'm also pissed my character's not in it. There's no
like Jean Grey Phoenix.
There's no Jean Grey Phoenix in it.
Yeah.
So, why should I give a shit? And also, they really fucked over Maeve. Maeve had no part in any of this. You're going to sidestep Wonder Woman?
You know what? I heard that she was bullied so heavily on set by the actor that plays Homelander that she quit acting.
Is that real?
That's what I heard online.
Oh,
I don't know if it's real or not.
Is he terrible to work with?
I've heard some musings.
Was she in it at all?
No.
So she wasn't in it at all.
At all. I think she left.
You know what? Hold on a second.
Oh, she's onto something. She's picking something up.
I just went in her head, and there was an incident, but I just made her feel like she's being hugged.
She's being difficult.
She's being hugged by. Well, it's the feeling of being high on morphine. I was gonna say.
Okay. Maybe she'll come back to the industry. That sounds awful. That sounds
and
really
also
awful.
here, I'm just gonna make Homelander get diarrhea.
Oh, I think you got me.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just kidding.
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm just kidding, Jean Grey.
Okay.
I'm just a little joke.
The worst part is he doesn't really have diarrhea. He has psychic diarrhea. So he's just going
my
to be
God.
pushing and pushing and pushing until he gets diverticulitis. It's fun.
Oh, that's complicated. So The Boys season 4 wrapped with their season 8 finale. And yeah, we have an image right there. And oh, look, that image is of our favorite character, Victoria Newman, who was viciously murdered out of nowhere.
Yes, and it turns out that they're copying another comic, which is Umbrella Academy.
Because of the things that come out of the person, the tentacles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The Kraken. Yeah.
This was a lot. It really ended up just feeling like it didn't feel like a finale because there was so much just set up for the next season. Right?
Yeah, and it was a very
crazy.
It was a very like the bad guys won, which can that ever really feel like a finale? Right?
Yeah.
That always is going to feel midway through because of the nature of these stories.
Yes. And so basically, everybody just fucked up. And then, they ended up, give a, I mean, I'm pulling off psychic.
You're pulling images. It's like the back of sugar packets. I get it.
You give me some more.
Yeah. So basically at the end of this is all about the fascist takeover of the government by one Homelander, who is very clearly our Trump analog in this show. And through the secret machinations of Sister Sage, another antagonist in the show, Homelander is essentially put into the president's chair of the White House by the end of the episode. Which again, yes, sure, that's a finale, but in no way feels like an ending.
Well, not literally in the president's chair.
Not literally,
but yes. But the president serves
the Speaker
him.
of the House is now the president because Victoria Newman was VP, killed. Her murder framed on the sitting president. And so he's gone. And so then Speaker of the House, who is like a Homelander fanatic, is now president. And he puts Homelander in charge
Which is so
of martial
unrealistic
law.
Because let's be honest, if a president trying to impeach a president is impossible.
Impossible.
And because of the latest Supreme Court ruling, it's legal for him to do that.
Could you do something about that, Jean Grey? Maybe change a few minds on the Supreme Court, the highest bench in the land?
Well, I came back. Oh, you don't think there is any connection between me coming back and Mr. Biden suddenly deciding to drop out of the presidential race?
I was going to ask, but I was hoping I didn't have to. I was hoping you would pull it from my mind. But yes, let's talk.
Yes,
was
that's
that
me.
You?
That was me. Because he's like,
Jean
I'm
Grey.
not going to. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And then I showed up and I was like, hey, bitch. And then he was like, well, no, I'm having the visions again.
Now,
and I'm like,
did you get visions?
I was like, this is exactly why you shouldn't be president, bitch.
Did you drag him psychically like you did Emma in Grant Morrison's run of the X-Men?
It was more
like, did he experience his past?
I did. And I was like, let's take a look at all the shit you did. And you know what really got him? How he went against Anita Hill and was integral in helping get Clarence Thomas to the Supreme Court. So I was like, this is all your fault, bitch.
My kink is karma.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my God, that's my favorite Chaperone song.
Oh my God, me too.
I've been listening to Chaperone. I will tell you this, you know who really loves the Chaperone? The Cree.
The Cree?
The Cree, they love her. They think she's
really
great.
Wow.
Yes. Anyway, also she's a redhead. Anyway, so I did convince him to drop out. I was like,
good, thank you.
Can you please drop the fuck out? Now I just need to, I was like, my next step is to make the entire world love Kamala Harris. And that is, you know what?
Proving
it's
harder.
easier to do intergalactic phone sex.
Thank you. My good. Oh my God. Right. Okay.
Okay. But you know, let's all hope. Let's hope. I'll see what I can do. But back to the boys.
Back to the fascist takeover of America, which is what we were talking about, I believe.
Basically, it ends with, them ruling, and then all the boys are on the run. We also
they're jailed. They're jailed.
They're jailed, except for
Starlight.
Starlight gets her powers back very conveniently.
Flies away.
Like
a master flyer.
But if you notice that, they were only putting the humans in jail. They did not put Kamiko.
Other soups.
Kamiko did not go into that jail thing. So I think the soups are like safe.
Yes. they're going to be brought onto their side, right?
Yes, brainwash brought to their side. And
Assimilated.
speaking of, we did lose Newman, but we did gain a new soup in Ashley.
Ashley. And so we did not. Was there like a weird post-credit scene that I missed that cut to Ashley? I thought it was odd that we did not see her.
We didn't. We
after
just
she
saw her
took
transforming. We did not see what she's going to be. I think the writers are like, let's sit on it and think.
Let's
about
sit
what
on
she's gonna
it.
be.
But it looked like she.
But poor her other Ashley died, and she didn't even have to.
I know. I hated that. I know. Yeah. So like the 7 really went pure villain. They're very much villains now. Very much.
They were
fascists.
killing everyone involved.
Killing everybody who disagrees with them.
And speaking of killing,
Was dirt on them.
What's the head of the
Grace?
CIA?
Grace Mallory.
The son. I mean, I knew as soon as she's like, I can't let you leave. It's like
As soon as she was like, your father raped your mother, I was like, honey,
you're
pump
dead.
the brakes.
You're dead. So the son runs away, and then I think he realizes, I need to. But that's the weird thing is the soups are all winning, but Butcher, he comes in, kills Newman with his new
tentacle powers.
Who? What number? Number 6? Who's the one that died?
Yeah, it's Ben.
Ben.
Number
Ben,
6.
using his Ben tentacle powers, kills Newman, sends her daughter off. They send her daughter off or whatever, and then he steals the virus. So he's wandering around with this virus.
He's out
But
there.
the virus, though, is the virus a virus that will kill everybody, or is it just?
I think like not Homelander. But they said if it is strong enough to kill Homelander, it's going to kill everybody.
Okay.
So I think it can kill Homelander.
Yeah.
That's what they have.
So he's off to like use the virus.
So he's a variable. We've got Starlight out there flying around. She escaped, and then we also have the big reveal at the end, which is Soldier Boy is not dead. Jensen Ackles, who is Homelander's father, who's another one who could always take down Homelander, air quotes.
But that's the thing is, did his character, is he going to want to free him, or is he going to want to keep him under wraps since he could stop him?
I have no idea. He's going to want him to love him because he's his father.
Yeah, I also think that the son
Ryan.
killing Grace and learning about the rape, I think he's going to, I think in the end, he's going to be the one to kill Daddy.
I think so too.
Because it's just one more season, right?
I think that's it. One more season.
One more season and we're done. Unlike the X-Men. The X-Men are never done. And
They're
once
never.
we come to the movies,
They're gonna
it's
live
just
forever.
beginning.
Oh my goodness. Deadpool and Wolverine coming out next week. Gene, you never asked me what I'm doing for Deadpool and Wolverine. I am going to a fan event at a major movie theater here in New York City. Thursday, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, a fan event. I will be getting, read my mind. That's right, a free keychain.
Wow.
Yeah.
You also, well, I read Blowjob in the back.
That was not intended for your prying eyes, Jean Grey.
All right. Well, lucky
Dr.
husband.
Jean Grey, as you're known in the movies.
Dr. Jean Grey. I'm not a doctor in real life.
Jean Grey, did you noodle things so that you would be Dr. Jean Grey in the movies?
I did, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I was a doctor? And it's funny because then Emma called me up and she was like, what the fuck is going on?
What is Dr. Jean Grey?
Because you're dumb as shit. And I was like, I know, right?
Insane.
Oh my God. Hold on a second. You know what? I am so...
What
sorry,
is this?
I was trying to lift my drink to me, but it didn't work.
What are you drinking?
All right, I'm going to admit it. It is a coconut water, but it might have a little bit of Scott Summers semen in it. Oh my God. What else are we talking about? What else?
We're going to talk about some comic books, some of the comic book based on you and your team and your friends.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's mutants with powers, Omega for hours. Bitch, let's read some X-Men.
What did you think of that?
Oh, this EvilJeff is so funny.
Isn't he great? Aren't I lucky to have him?
You are. Oh my God. He's
Can I tell
treasure.
you though? He's a little abusive, like emotionally.
To you?
Yeah. Like every time we're done with the show, I get screamed at for like a long time.
It sounds like you deserve it, though. I just...
Oh, Jean Grey, there's no getting anything past you.
Oh,
All right,
my
we are going to
God.
talk about X-Men Blood Hunt, yet another Blood Hunt X-Men issue.
Blood Hunt. You know what? I love having comics about the menstrual
Periods.
cycle.
Yeah.
Isn't that what this is about?
That is not what this is about. This is about vampires, a different
Same
kind of.
difference.
Yeah. Okay. This is also the longest comic book title ever. X-Men: Blood Hunt - Laura Kinney, the Wolverine, #1.
I'm gonna say this. I think it was a mistake to name her the Wolverine. I understand.
It's just confusing.
I understand the politics of being like, yes, we can have a female Wolverine. The problem is,
she should be.
There's
Yeah.
already another Wolverine. And
Right.
you know what else? I didn't like it, and I didn't like it how they did it with Hawkeye. There's two
Right. I love
Hawkeyes.
the intent. But now
Because then it's like, we could have two Hawkeyes because one's the real Hawkeye and then one's the Lady Hawkeye.
Right.
And I
the
know
same
that
as
they don't want to
Wolverine.
say Lady Hawkeye or Lady Wolverine. But, why can't it be Wolverina?
I was just gonna say Wolverina.
Wolverinette.
You read my mind, Jean
like
Grey.
Smurfette.
Yeah.
Wolverinette. Or Shiverine. No? Shiverine. Benverine.
Lady Deadpool was also revealed in a upcoming Deadpool trailer.
Oh, but there is a Lady Deadpool.
There is a Lady
Oh,
Deadpool.
okay.
Yeah.
Isn't there
yeah.
Gwenpool?
Yeah, but she's not involved.
The only pool I like is a betting pool.
Oh, shoot.
That's right. Because, after, I will tell you this, when I came back and Krakoa died, we put a pool together to see how fast Kitty Pryde, A, started munching box again, and B, rejoined the X-Men. And Emma won, but she cheated because she ate her box and she was the one that recruited her.
Yeah.
But
By
we'll get
eating
to
her
that
box.
when that comic comes out. X-Men, Laura.
Blood Hunt. So one of the weaker Blood Hunt issues, I thought.
Yeah.
It was so hard after that wonderful Psylocke issue
That
to
was
read
fun.
something, as kind of humdrum as this. Like, this is Laura Kinney. I'm fighting vampires with my claws.
Yeah.
And here's Scout.
Yeah, and so I have a question. They go and save the son of Dracula?
Zaris, the son of Dracula.
Did Scout know him before? Was that a thing established?
Was that a thing when Wolverine was dealing with vampires? I don't know. I
don't
also had to look up,
remember.
is this the same vampire guy from Exterminators with Dazzler and Laura
was dating
Kinney?
Dazzler.
Is it this guy?
How many sons does Dracula have? I didn't know vampires could have babies.
So is that where Laura knows him from?
Maybe that's why she would hate him, but then why would Scout like him?
Oh, right. Why would Scout like him?
But in this, they're saying if you're feeding on mutant blood, you get mutant powers. Is that what they were trying to say?
But then it was debunked. But then they're like, oh, but it works if it's healing factor. It was just, and then this also
It's
ended
real
in a way, and I was
confusing.
like, is there a number 2 to this? And no.
Honey, the whole episode was a number 2. You know what I mean? Oh, God. I was saying it was a turd.
It was a turd.
Do we have
It was a
anything else to
turd.
say about it? I don't really have anything else to say.
No, but Zaris was from Exterminators. Yes.
Oh, okay. That
Okay.
makes no sense why Scout would be helping him.
Right.
Okay, well, whatever.
We have nothing more to say about this, but we have a lot to
also
say
have-
about this.
Oh, shit. Okay, because you know me. Girl, I've been talking to Emma a lot about this, and
Yeah. This is
we
Iron
actually
Man.
got into a fight, and I don't know
Invincible
if you're aware.
Iron Man number 20, by the way.
I don't know if you're aware of this. I don't know if you're aware. But sometimes Emma doesn't want to open up to me. Because
Oh.
she is like,
I've
because
read
I'm like,
that.
hey, you cheated on my man.
Right.
And we're still friends. So you're going to give me all of the tea. All of the tea.
Right.
And sometimes she doesn't want to. So
Okay. So what do you do?
unfortunately, she's not Omega level, and I am. So
Right.
sometimes I do telekinetically throw her up against a wall. She'll try
Mm-hmm.
to turn to diamond form. But here's the deal. I put one line of cocaine. She can't snort because she won't feel the cocaine.
In diamond form.
In diamond form. So she has to turn back. And that second she turns back, she tries to turn back for a second and snort it. But then I grab a hold of her mind and I look inside. So I know all of the deets.
So are you saying that anytime Emma Frost sees cocaine, she has to go back into flesh form and snort the cocaine, no matter what?
Yes. It's her.
God.
That's her diamond flaw.
Oh, I see what you did. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I will tell you this right now, though.
Yeah.
So in this comic, we see Iron Man. He's settling up all of his debts. I thought he killed Fei Long.
No, he just locked him away.
But he didn't. He locked him away on that moon, in his little moon base.
His little moon base. Which
You
I'm
know,
like, I don't know. It looks great to me.
I'm also like, that's going to bite you in the ass. He's a genius. You don't think he's going to be able to find a way to get out? Huh?
I know, but you can't kill the guy. You're a hero.
Yeah. So he locks him up there. He's moved all of his stuff over to the West Coast.
With Rhodey, with War Machine.
With War Machine. And he goes and talks to She-Hulk, and She-Hulk gets Rhodey out of jail. He punches him in the face because he's like, fuck you. You know, you were going to make me you made me in jail. You know,
right. We're mad.
But then She-Hulk's like, all right, well, I'm just going to finish up this annulment.
Annulment? And he's like,
hold
up.
that
Thought. Mm-hmm.
Runs to Emma. And Emma, she's scared. She runs away.
Is that what was going on?
I think that's what it is. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's hear what you have to say, and then I'll say if you're right.
I think that his convenience is over, and she's moving on to other things. He was a means to an end in a crucial moment. They had some laughs, sure, but as Emma would say, Anthony, honestly.
You don't think there's real feelings there?
I do, but I think she has other fish to fry.
I think she does have other fish to fry, and I think she's under the assumption, here's where the thing is she is still under the assumption that Scott is the great love of her life.
Wow.
And
this is a lot
she
coming
knows
from you,
it's
Jean
never
Grey.
going to work.
Yeah.
But you know what else is never going to work? Her and fucking Scott.
Oh.
Because I'm his love of his life. And the thing that she doesn't fucking realize, this is where it got down to the nitty gritty, is I was like, bitch, you have a hot rich man that loves you.
Mama, he's Tony Stark.
Why do you still want mine?
Right.
Okay? Wake up. But here's the thing. She still, nope, we're going through, get the annulment, it's over. She fucking gives him $1 billion.
Well, she doesn't give him $1 billion of her own money.
Well, she gives it to the Hellfire Club. But honey, she built that Hellfire Club up, okay? She helped make all of that.
Oh, but wait, isn't the money she gives him the money that she steals from all the Marvel villains at the end?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. She earned it. She earned it. And it's also the money from the Hellfire Club that would have gone to Fisk. She earned all of that.
Right,
I don't understand. There's one thing Emma loves, it's diamonds and it's money. And I'm telling you, Emma does not say I love you with words I love you. She says I love you by handing a check over for billions of dollars.
That's right.
And he uses that to start up his new factory, to build his new little Iron Man toys.
Yep.
And guess what? She had to go to one Doctor Strange's house, and she had to get what? Oh, what did she have to get?
The book that her daughters, the Stepford Cuckoos, made for her when they thought they were all going to die.
That was another fight I got into with Emma, because she showed me the book, and then I had a few drinks, and I was a little sexually frustrated because Scott was being... He was little, because Scott's so on the mission that literally any buzz from his phone, his boner just, so it's a lot. So I've had to telekinetically keep him hard sometimes, and that's not fun.
At least you're Omega level.
I know, right? Well, it's Omega level, and it's I could rip it off like a celery stalk. I got to be careful.
Oh God, don't make me think like that. Oh.
Anyway, I said to Emma, I was like, "What the fuck do you care? These aren't your real babies anyway." And she
didn't like that.
Well, she went, How's Cable and Rachel, bitch?
Oh,
I was like, you got me, girl. You got me.
girl.
And then I was
Yes.
like, you know
Clank.
what? We each between us have 7 children, and our pussies are tight as a snare
Isn't that
drum.
amazing how
Okay?
that works?
We didn't have, yeah, she had her eggs stolen. I had a clone. I had a baby in the future. And
That is
not
all
me.
Scott Summers' machination. I'm sorry. That's too convenient for that man.
Yeah. Although there is one other baby that didn't come to this timeline.
What?
I don't know if you remember Ruby Summers.
Oh, I sure do.
Ruby
Quartz
Summers
Skin?
from X Factor.
Yeah.
I made sure that bitch never came here. She actually showed up in a portal
That sounds dark.
from she was going to join the Exiles.
Oh, no
And
way.
she was like, oh, hey, what? I was like, you're
Yeah,
Emma's, no. Mm-mm. Pushed her through a little portal. I don't know where
Oh, no.
she is
What
now.
happened to her?
I don't know. You know, she's probably in a black hole somewhere.
Yeah, she could be unstuck in time. That's a fate worse than death.
Anyway, so Emma's secret. I think after she received that book, I think it opened her eyes. So I think she annulled the marriage, but then received the book and realized there are still feelings. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be over. Although
No?
technically, he's now he's on the West Coast. Is he in
He's
LA?
gonna start
Or is he
the
in
West
San
Coast.
Francisco?
Oh, I think L.A. I hope L.A. Ooh.
So Iron Man's in LA, about to start the West Coast Avengers. But it looks
Right?
like Emma's going to be in Chicago.
That's not too
really
far.
away. No, that is too far. You don't understand. In LA, if you're on Santa Monica and the other person's in Silver Lake, that's
Oh,
fucking
God,
too
let
far.
alone the Midwest.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't either.
What else
And if
we
you don't
gonna
know, who
talk
knows? We could talk about your book, Miss Jean Grey. You finally have your own
my
solo title. I'm talking about Phoenix
Let's
number
make it big
1.
for a second.
Oh,
Look at
Jean.
me. Do you know how long I had to post for that?
How long? That's a great shoot.
Well,
for
here's
that
the
cover.
thing, because I was having a moment. That's not even. It was drawn live. I posed for
Yeah.
it, and
Okay.
and the artist was like, "Ma'am, I can just draw this out of my head."
Yeah,
and I'm
and
like,
you were
"No,
like,
no, no,
no.
no, no, no. Paint me like I'm one of your French girls."
So are you
And, yeah.
reaching out to for me to grab your hand in this
Yeah,
shot? Is that what you're doing?
It's a very
Going for?
much like I was like I want to.
I'm here to help.
I want a Sistine Chapel,
Yeah.
God touching Adam moment because I'm the Phoenix
Yeah,
and I give life.
because you're godlike. Yeah,
You
and
know,
give life.
I'm living.
Right. You are living
What?
incarnate.
I am living incarnate. Oh my God.
So how are you living now that you have your own solo title? I mean, do things feel different?
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I read this little comic, and I'm just gonna let you know a secret.
What?
It's boring.
Oh,
It's
Jean.
boring, and I'm gonna tell you why. There's not
Okay.
enough me in it. There's not enough me. Okay.
Yeah, there's not. Well, there's a lot of you.
They're
in
talking
it.
about Nova. They're talking about black holes. They're talking about
Yeah.
another planet. I'm
Yeah.
saving a sun. Okay,
don't
let's
think
talk about
that-
how I'm saving a fucking sun.
Don't you think that one of the more interesting things about the Phoenix, though, is people's reaction to her?
What do you mean?
I mean, I like a book where it's very heavy people reacting to the fact that the Phoenix is present rather than keeping the camera on the Phoenix the whole time. I agree. You need more airtime.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's know what's going on in my head. I'd like to tell you because there's a lot. This is all a very rich tapestry
Yeah, it's complex.
of complex emotions.
Yeah, no, you can see
And
that.
they just have me and the problem is I can't really talk a lot because I'm busy saving a sun. I'm busy stabilizing black holes.
Right.
Also,
And you look amazing.
I'm also going to say this. Here's the other problem with my story. I'm too powerful.
Right.
It's
yeah.
really hard to have
Yeah.
stakes when I'm this powerful. Because
Yeah.
there's a bad guy that shows up. And it's like, oh, is he going to stop the Phoenix? Bitch, I can stabilize a black hole. What is he
Like,
gonna
what do
to
you
me?
think you're going to do to me?
What is he going to do to me? And I will say this. Back the last time when I was powerful, do you know what
Yeah.
got me?
What?
Do you know what got me? This is the real humiliating thing. When
Magneto.
I first turned to Dark Phoenix. No, when I first
Yeah.
turned to Dark Phoenix.
Oh, what?
Not Grant Morrison's run. No, Dark Phoenix.
Yes.
I was
go ahead.
telepathically made
Yeah.
to believe I was in the Civil War and a racist.
Oh, I know.
Girl, fool me
You
once,
wore that on
shame
pretty
on me.
easily.
Excuse me?
I said you wore that pretty easily. It was shocking.
You know what? How dare you? How dare you? Storm
How
still
dare
brings
I?
that up. That time I slapped her in the face with a whip.
Oh, see, with a whip.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the thing is, no, we're not going there ever again. And so the idea that like some man is going to come along and get me.
Yeah, no.
What? I'm too powerful. Also,
Gene,
where's Rachel?
She's coming.
Where's Rachel? And then is Hope's dead? I guess Hope's dead.
Hope's dead.
Hope's dead. She's not coming back. I thought
No.
Hope would be a part of this.
No.
And you know what? I fucking talked. And that's the other thing is I'm like, you don't know how hard it is being the Phoenix. And guess what Cyclops said?
What?
I was the Phoenix.
Oh, that doesn't count.
With Emma. And when me and Emma were the Phoenix, I'm like, when you and Emma were the Phoenix, you fucking tried to kill each other. Do you see me killing anybody?
Right.
No. And I want to.
So
and
who's
I can.
Dark Phoenix? Right.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Gene, I loved though that when you were trying to get the universe to bend to your whim, you did it through dance. Now, I've never really known you to be much of a dancer. Whose moves were those? How did you learn to dance? What is the dancing aspect of your powers? Where did that come from and why?
Well, originally I was doing the Charlie XCX Apple dance. So I think it's
from TikTok, right? Yep. Push your boobs. Yep. Flap down.
Anyway,
boobs,
so
flap
I was
down.
doing that, but when the guy was drawing it, he made it seem a lot more fluid and magical.
Yeah. It just felt very spiral. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was that what you were going for? Is
don't
she
know her.
your inspiration? You don't know her.
I don't know her.
Okay.
She
All right.
wishes she could be me.
Yeah, probably. So you thought since you
Who's this
lived
bad
it.
guy? Yeah, but who's this? Okay, I'm sorry. Finish your thought. I was going to bring.
Since you lived it, you were a little bored reading about it. That's my take on your take.
Well, it's all just showing what's happening to everything else with everyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, it did show me talking with Cyclops. So it's also saying
That's
like,
cute.
hey, by the way, while she's in space, she's not going to get any. So there's not going to be any fun romance.
Right.
Ugh, so that's fucking boring. I don't even get to have my daughter to come along. Oh, did you hear my daughter's a fucking lesbian now?
Yes.
And here's the thing.
We
is,
celebrate that.
Let's admit it. I was dead. I was dead for a while. And when I finally came back to life and then was killed again,
Yeah,
I did
my
have
God.
some brief moments with Rachel. And I was like, hey, girl, I saw these old pictures. Hi, also, nice to meet you. You came out of my body, but a future me, so I don't know you. And I was dead. And we were like, oh, awkward. But then I was like, what was with this outfit and the long rat tail? And I was like, lesbian? And she was like, oh,
offended.
no.
Yeah.
And now she's muff diving Captain Britain.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like young me when I outed Cyclops. Like I was like, girl, I know.
Right.
Ugh.
Right.
Who's the bad guy in this? What's this bad guy?
I don't know who this person is. I've never seen him. I'm having
Did
trouble
they even say what
connecting.
his name is?
No.
Is he part of that planet that he goes to? Is he like, because he's like, you speak my language. And I'm like, so are you from this planet?
Is it
What is
Pericus? Is it the?
I don't-
I was confused with who like the Universe of Truth cult was in the beginning. I'll have to reread this again because I didn't know. Like, is this little alien boy the same little alien boy throughout the book?
Who then just dies?
Does
one that
die
he
or does
kills?
His father dies. His father dies.
Oh, I meant there was that one alien that when the bad guy was escaping and then he kills him. So he's not nice.
He's not nice.
He lands on that planet. Yeah, he kills the dad. He's like, who are you? What are you doing on this planet? And he's like, stab. And he's like, I guess you're afraid.
Stab.
Well, yeah, he with good reason. He fucking stabbed him.
Morg? Morg's a different person. Oh
No,
my god,
Morg
there's so
was
many
the one
villains.
trying to kill Nova.
Nova.
And then I came up and was like, I don't think so. I'm gonna stabilize this black hole. Actually,
Gene,
that's
there
what I
is-
call pegging Cyclops now. Stabilizing his black hole.
Stabilizing his black hole. Good one.
Ah!
Gene, there is a controversy around this book. The artist is evidently copying other panels from earlier X-Men issues,
From like which X-Men issues?
from various different past X-Men issues.
Oh no.
Yeah, people are
Why?
posting his panels and then the original panel online and
Why
getting
are
very
people
angry.
doing this? Like you don't think there's one thing about an X-Men fan, they don't have a life. They're gonna remember.
Yeah,
they're gonna
figure it
remember.
out. They're
They're
gonna
gonna figure it
remember.
out.
They're gonna. Why are you doing it?
Let's look at the
Alessandro
end before we
Miracolo.
talk about talk about the QR code, which
Oh
I'm
yeah, which is the new
hating.
data page, I guess.
But let's look at who my team is. I don't know who these people are.
This
I didn't
is
get any of their names. I know Corsair, so Cyclops' dad.
it's the Black
which-
Order, sweetie.
This is the Black Order.
Thanos' children. Yeah,
Oh, this is all
from the
Thanos'
end game.
children.
Oh yes, girl.
Oh, okay. So, but then were they established that I was hanging out with them?
No. I think that it's like a little foreshadow, right?
Okay. And Corsair, Cyclops' dad. Talk about a deadbeat dad.
Right.
Oh my God. And he will not shut up trying to act like he's a good father. And then I'm like,
Right.
ha, ha,
You're
ha.
like-
You know, I know you're a shitty father and I
Right.
can just lobotomize you right now. So why
Yeah.
don't you back the fuck off?
Yeah. Good for you.
Also, I psychically, I know he also wants to have sex with me, which is problematic.
That is problematic. Don't do it. Who is the woman in the hood in the splash page at the end of Phoenix #1? Is it the woman from the QR code page?
And now, what happened? I
The
totally
QR
blanked
code
out on
page, there's
I
a
read it, but
reveal-
what did but I can't remember. It was
I
just
don't-
like another page.
It's like
but
some
I
big
didn't.
woman with a sword.
Oh, that's right. It was a girl with dreads with a sword. But isn't that the Phoenix sword?
Is that the Phoenix sword?
I was assuming she was holding the Phoenix sword. And I'm like,
I think she is.
do you think I'm afraid of the Phoenix sword?
Nobody's afraid of the Phoenix sword.
I'm not afraid of the goddamn Phoenix sword. I lived through 10 of swords. You think I'm going to... I've dealt with every single sword there is.
It feels like the last page of this issue and then the bonus page are just foreshadowing of future issues of things to
Right.
come. Yeah.
Right.
So do you have precog abilities now, Gene? Is that... Can you see the future? Is that why? Do you know when I die?
see something.
What?
I do see when you die.
What?
What are you doing 2 weeks from now?
This show?
No.
Oh.
You're going to be dead. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
kidding.
my heart.
I'm just kidding. You live a long time from now, but unfortunately,
Oh,
you
that's
will
even
be
worse.
murdered.
Oh,
You will
okay.
be murdered.
Yeah, good. All right.
It'll be.
Okay, well, thank
what's
you.
that line from Extraordinary? Or when the cab rider could tell when she died?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What did he
God,
say
I gotta
to
watch
her?
that.
I think
forget.
he was like horses or something. It was something. It was an animal. I
yeah.
think it was like
It was some animal.
yeah. Anyway,
Gross.
well, you know what? I'm
well,
getting bored
Gene,
of this. Is there any
yeah,
other
no,
comics?
this is no, that's it, Gene. That is the show. That is the
That's
show.
it?
Yeah, you believe it?
Oh my God.
I know.
Well, you know what? I'm sure Jeff's coming out of his stupor, and
Good,
so I
good.
think I am going.
Well, this was
to...
a delight. What a break.
Thank you. And I
Yeah.
do need to get back to space. I'm
Okay.
hoping I probably won't be back until after the election.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe
hopefully
if you
that
could-
all works out.
Kick up your book and make it a little bit more interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try, but it's all about because girl, I'm always fucking interesting. But are they
Yeah, no, I
focusing
know.
on me? Are they gonna focus on this little bitch with her sword?
A Nova, right.
Right. Okay, penis envy much?
Phoenix envy much? I know.
Phoenix envy. Oh my God. Oh God.
Well, what a delight you are.
I do need to go, but I
Mother.
do have to go. I need to go to the. This is the one thing from Cosmic Radiation. I've grown a beard,
Yeah.
and thank you for not mentioning
I did
it.
notice that. I didn't want to say anything.
So I do need to go back to
For fear of
Ronaldo
lobotomy,
to
yeah.
pluck all of this because this
Well,
is
good
out
luck.
of control.
Oh, yeah. The Shi'ar should be able to take care of you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. And remember, if you read comics, well, that makes you queer. Gee. Bye.
Queer.
Damn.